Everyone, welcome back to PlaycrastiNation Population 322, and welcome back to Let's Demo, the series that I haven't done in about 7 months because I'm pretty good at my job. Just kidding. This is a hobby. I can do it as much as I want. If you were like a bird watcher, you don't have to catch every cockatoo that's out there. But if one happens to fly by your window, then go for it. Anyway, I've never seen a cockatoo, and I'm pretty sure they're not in the wild. However, what am I talking about? Let's Demo's back, guys. It's the series where we go and we play some of the mods on the Isaac Community Steam Workshop page, whatever you want to call it, and we test them out. We see if they're good, we see if they're bad, and I will tell you honestly if they're good. If they're bad, I'll probably lie and say, you know, it wasn't my favorite because I'm a nice guy. But today, what's awesome, when you don't do a Let's Demo for about 45 years, what's awesome about it is that the Steam Workshop is completely flooded with brand new mods that you've never seen. Now, I'm really hoping, in fact, I should have probably checked this, but I'm doing an item mod today, and they've had more booster packs since I've played, and so I'm hoping that this is not an item that was added in a booster pack. If this is an item that already now exists in Isaac, then I'm an idiot, and I'm showing off an item that has already been deemed worthy of being added to the game because it was. But maybe I'll check after this, but I'll probably upload it either way. So either way, you're going to be listening to this right now. We are going to be testing out an item called Rain Boots today. Fudge, I don't have the Steam Workshop page up. Oh my God, hold on. I'm a bad boy. I'm bad to the boy. I do need to load this up. Encoding overload. Well, how about you stop that right now? Okay, so if we go to the community page, hopefully it's still up. It's not. Is it? Good for learning the difference. Oh, freak, I'm on a freaking game. Okay, so we go to that Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Hey, this is a very professional Let's Demo. It's okay, though, because I haven't been here in a while. We go to Workshop, and then we go to, it's one of the top mods right now. Most popular. It's number 4. So I really hope it didn't get added to... let's see. I feel like if it was here, he would have put in the description, by the way, this is now part of the game. Anyway, this item is called Rain Boots. The description reads, Splish Splash, enjoy a rainy day with some cute yellow and purple rain boots. Holding the rain boots does the following. When tears hit an enemy, it creates a puddle. Stepping in the puddle will splash tears in all directions. Remember, even bugs can be out on a rainy day. Let me know if you find it. That's so funny. And it was created by a guy named Hi, how are you? I'm doing fine, but I may be doing better and or worse depending on how this mod goes. So let's go ahead and jump into this Isaac run right here. And I forgot, tab, is it? No, tab? Found it. And then we want to go ahead and do give item rain boots. There they are right there. And now you'll see, please escape, tab, no, this button. Cool, we now have the rain boots. Not only were we wearing them, which are beautiful, they're just beautiful. Okay, so we'll see if they work. Let's start in here, where we have 2 red chests. I mean, again, we're going to be playing this like it's a normal Isaac run, but we just get to start off with this item. So apparently, I mean, if this is working like it says, when we hit enemies, I see a puddle, and when we step on said puddle, now I don't want to be an idiot, let's create some dodging space for us. Okay, I'd like to get rid of that guy as soon as possible. All right. Okay, so there you go. So when we step on these, boosh, 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 we get like a freaking waterfall of tears. Now, I'm imagining, if this isn't already added to the game, if it's like new enough that it wasn't also, I hope it's making like a cool sound effect. My headphones are busted, and by my headphones, I mean my ears. No, my computer headphone jack actually is messed up, so it doesn't matter what pair of headphones I put in, I can't hear jack diddly squat, which sucks. So I wonder if like range upgrades increase like the distance of the splash, because that would be pretty cool if they did. Boosh, boosh. So I feel like we got wait what, I can't believe it's not Butterbean. So I'm sure the tiers kind of scale with our damage. We got Little Steven. Okay, cool. I'm sure the tiers scale with damage in some way. Also, this champion could kill us, so like let's not die. I'm sure the tiers scale with damage in some way. I don't know if they also scale with tier stat. Like maybe the higher your tier stat, the more tears come from the explosions when you step on the puddle. It seems like a very cool item, at least initially. You know, let me give my initial what's going through my brain is that it seems good, I would say, thus far. The only thing that I wouldn't say sucks. I'm not going to say it sucks because I don't think that's accurate. I'm also assuming that the different size tiers is not just aesthetic. I'm assuming, I could be wrong again, but that it is like different tiers do different damage, perhaps different strokes for different folks, all that kind of stuff. Let's not die against Monstro. So I don't know if like we're kind of hitting him in the same spot here, and we're not creating that many extra tiers. So I don't know if that has an impact. The only thing, like, right off the bat that I'm noticing kind of sucks about this is that it definitely causes you to have to dodge into enemies. Not dodge into them, but if you want to get the tiers off, you really have to be close to enemies in order to actually make it happen. See, he's too far here, so we have to get close enough that the tiers are actually going to hit him. But that kind of just puts us more in harm's way. We get the Halo for an all stats upgrade. That's good. So that's the only downside I can see of it thus far. I'm interested to see what kind of synergies we're going to find with it, though. I don't know. Like I said, I'll have to see, and like we usually do, we will do some testing after we're done with this, where we just like create synergies artificially by actually like clicking on them, or not clicking on them, but actually like importing items ourselves and testing them out. So once we finish the run, we will do some artificial synergies as well, just to see, you know, how does this work with Brimstone? How does this work with technology? How does this work with etc., etc., and see if they've gone through the trouble of actually programming some cool synergies. See, like, homing tiers maybe could make it good. I don't know. It's going to be a lot of testing to see what kind of stuff could go well with this. But initially, it seems like a cool concept that maybe makes you more likely to take damage, which honestly, I'm typically fine with. And I definitely should not have rerolled that, because we now will likely... I took a little bit of a damage, but that's okay. Luckily, we had a Spirit Heart. What I tried to do there was like run to the puddle. It also kind of sucks because you're kind of just like praying that when you do step in the puddle, the tiers seem at least to go in just a random direction. So it seems like you are kind of praying that they go in a direction that's actually beneficial for you. So like as we were getting surrounded there, also looks like the texture might be a little messed up, but yeah, the splash is definitely going on top of like rocks and stuff. But I mean, aesthetics aren't really a big deal to me. So I don't care that puddle was on top of the pot. Doesn't really matter to me. Oh god. What does matter to me is that we get into this boss fight right away. So I would like to have a battery charge, or I like to have a full charge, I should say. So I guess I'll go and buy the 3-cent one. Is that Buddy in a Box or something? You can't. It's a new item that was added in the DLC, and I just don't remember what it's called. I'd like to have the reroll ready for the deal with the devil, you know, just in case we can get something awesome. I do not enjoy this version of Little Horn. Now the question is, when he's standing completely still and we shoot him multiple times in the same area, do I get multiple puddles out of that, or do they kind of become one puddle? Because if they just become one puddle, oh god, if they're just becoming one puddle, we're kind of losing out on it. Because I was going to say an item like soy milk might be interesting, just because you'd be hitting him so often, you'd be creating so many puddles, and at that point it would come down to, you know, does damage scale with your damage, or is the damage independent of that? If it's independent, that would be great. If it's not, then, you know, we deal with that as well. We have 2 items in here, none of which I at least think would, what was the word? Synergize, so we're going to reroll. And I guess we'll just go ahead and pick up both of these. It's unlikely that the door will stay open, yeah, so... instead, let's go ahead, grab this other battery charge, and re-roll Sack of Pennies. And again, we're just looking for tier effects, looking for Blue's Clues, looking for anything that might make this a little more spicy, and that is the opposite of spicy. I mean, I'm not saying it has like the you know, the pH properties of milk, not pH, but like the Scoville killing properties of milk. But also, can't buy that, so I think we just, well, we're hoping for a battery this time. We did get it. I was going to say, I think we just keep re-rolling, but then I realized we only had 1 battery left, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and re-roll one more time. We get Midas Touch. I mean, at least help us with money in the future, but it doesn't really do that much for us. We also have the respawn, so, you know, if we find an opportunity to end our own lives, preferably productively, and by that I mean like by taking a deal with a devil item, or something of that nature, playing a blood bank, whatever it may be. I would like to kill myself productively, just to, you know, I don't really know. I mean, so we're not just like sacrificing HP just to sacrifice. So right as this guy spawns, you hit him with that. It's a very cool concept, but in execution right now, I'm not seeing, it doesn't seem that powerful. At first, I thought it was going to be, like, OP as heck, because, like, as you're filling up the room here, you're just like, blat, 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 blat. But it doesn't seem like that many of our tiers actually end up hitting the mark. I also wonder what happens if you get something like Brimstone, because then you're technically not shooting tears, so does it still make a puddle? If a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound? If a laser beam hits a strange fetus creature, does it make a puddle? These are the two questions that keep philosophers up at night. Hopefully I'm the one to answer them. I have no idea. See, like, it's fun to, like, freaking Pac-Man it and, like, retrace your steps and hit these dots, but, like you're collecting them, like you're hitting a power pellet, but it's like a really weak power pellet. It's like a power pellet that is, it's like the ghosts only, like, they get frightened, but they're not edible. You can't go eat them yet. Also, we just, like, haven't really received any sort of damage upgrades yet, except for the Halo, which is a slight one, but nothing to kill it yet. Now, I know, like I said, we can just end our own lives and Dark Judas ourselves, and that, in turn, would be an upgrade to our damage, which, you know, hopefully this floor we do, because I'm missing out on damage a bit. You know, it's also a mod showcase. It's a freaking Let's demo, so it's not like I can't just click hello. I would like to just go ahead and give myself a free item, just a little magic mushroom, just to increase my damage. Little chest. Definitely will not synergize, so for now, let's hold on to what we've got and hope for something a little bit better. And let's also hope for some battery charges, because battery charges equal more and more, oh god, opportunities to get better items. I don't like, even though it is like a demo, and it's not like we're trying to, like, keep our streak alive or anything like we do on our typical runs, it's at least like more of a pride thing, and kind of just like it's just in the same vein as, like, we're testing the item. We should test it, and, like, to see if it's really good, we need to see how it stands up to a no damage run. And I mean, 4.08 damage isn't no damage, but if it continues like this for much longer, it could fall down. It could fall into the category of at least a low damage run. So we do also have 8 bombs though, so I can be using those. Like, it seems kind of bad against this boss. We're not really getting a lot of puddles, I'm noticing, as I'm shooting him. And by not a lot, I mean like literally 0 puddles from hitting him. It seems like we only get puddles from these guys right here, which means I should take advantage of them while they're there, step on the puddle. I mean, it's doing a little bit, but let's see if we can snag a deal with the devil here. No, we don't. We'll take the range upgrade, because, like I said, I want to test and see if, you know, increased range, does it make the splashes travel further, or no? Is that just a pipe dream? We'll find out. Reroll this, and we get Dunce Cap. Bozo, sorry. Which is, you know what? 0.1 damage upgrade. I think it also randomly gives us either Charm Tears. What does it give us? It gives us either Charm Tears or Freezy Tears, maybe? And then I think it also, or no, Charm Tears or Confusion Tears, I think. And then when we get hit, we can also sometimes spawn a Rainbow Poop. I really haven't played, like, this was in the first booster pack. I'm now realizing how little I've played even since the first booster pack came out, and I honestly feel kind of bad about it. Okay, so we got a slight range upgrade. Does it seem like they're traveling further? I mean, it's anecdotal. I don't actually, like, and it's also every tier in and of itself travels a different distance, so it's kind of hard to see if they're traveling further on an average basis. But I'm gonna go ahead and assume/hope yes, because I think that would make the mod cooler. Another thing that would make the mod cooler, what they should do, you know, and get some physics involved up in this boy. If you take One Makes You Larger pills, there we go. See, like, we can get a bunch of puddles like that. It's kind of cool. Although I still took damage, because you gotta run in there and get close, and I don't really like doing that. If you take a bunch of One Makes You Larger pills, your splashes should be bigger, because you have more mass accelerating downward onto the puddle of water, which, you know, I haven't never taken a physics course, but I mean, just basic please though, like basic common reasoning states that probably you would make a bigger splash. I'm not saying I've seen large people step on puddles of water before, but I'm just imagining if a large man, if a large human, if a big boy, if he was to step on a puddle, I just have to imagine that it would go a little bit further than if a little boy stepped on it. We're taking a ton of damage because I'm bad, and also because I'm just like trying to. I mean, it's a byproduct I'm noticing of me trying to walk into the puddles that we're creating. Is that we're creating like. I'm less focused on just dodging and shooting, and I'm more focused on, let's try to get this thing to work. Let's try to make it look cool. Let's try to splash these boys all around and see if we can, you know, get some tears flowing, some splashes going. And also I'm just terrible because I just got hit by a dingle. So that's part of it too. We will go to the shop real fast. We'll hope for no greed. Please, no greed. Okay. But also, in addition to no greed, we also, unfortunately, have, we get flat penny for free, which is good. But we also, unfortunately, have no spirit heart for sale. So we're going to attempt to take no damage. Okay. Don't let it flood your brain. Don't let it flood your brain. No, did not let it flood my brain. And now we'll go ahead and fight the boss, and we'll try not to take any damage against Husk. I mean, it's a decently easy boss fight to not take damage on, especially this version. He's not that bad. He's not a bad guy. He's not a bad boy. There's no bad boyness here. I still want to step on the splashes. What is? Oh, there's a rock there. I mean, that kind of sucks that I like literally couldn't see the rock because of the texture effect. So when the texture effect starts to impede my dodging ability, then maybe it's a problem that we should fix. But we get no deal with the devil again, unfortunately, even though we had like a 70% chance, 80-ish, whatever it was. So that sucks, but I continue on nonetheless, and we try to overcome. Hopefully we can get a home run of an item here in this item room that will make me happy about life. We get PhD. I mean, it is a good item, but I'm looking for tier effects. We get Pyromaniac. It's not a tier effect, but it is good for survival, so I'll take it. I also think with PJs up there, it's probably a pretty good time. It's not a productive death, but at the very least we are alright. It's not a productive death, but at the very least we are going to be increasing our... just go ahead and kill me because I would like to die. We are going to be increasing our damage, literal doubling of the damage, and then we can pick up 4 spirit hearts from PJs. So it's at least a good time to do it, if not... What's the word I used earlier? It's not a productive way to turn into Dark Judas, but, I mean, Dark Judas is pretty good no matter how you turn into him, so... this floor, hopefully... What I've noticed, and I mean, it's been a while since we've done one of these demo series, but even back in the day when I did them, our run with the item would never... we'd never get to see it shine, which is unfortunate, because then it just ends up being a regular run with random splashes in the background, and really... I mean, I like splashes. I have not played a sprinkler in many a year, but back when I was, a youngster, that would have been right up my alley. Jump through the sprinkler. We had multiple sprinklers. And by multiple, I mean, like, different kinds. We had, the stereotypical one that, everybody does the dance, the dance move sprinkler, the that one. That wasn't a very great sprinkler impression, but also it's an inanimate object, so cut me some slack. We had, of course, the one that, is kind of like, what do you want to call it? It's kind of like arched, and it just like back and forth like a rake shape. Again, great descriptions happening here, but what is this item? Mr. Me. I don't know what that was, but we had money, so I thought I would go for it. We are already at our boss fight. We are at depths 1, so we can go ahead and fight. I don't even have to worry about mom. I had freaking the wacky noodle arm sprinklers that, like, if you got too close, the dude's arms would like smack you in the face, and you'd be like, that really hurt. But also, I'm like having fun because I'm standing in water. I kind of miss the simplicity of being a child. I mean, I miss a lot of things about being a kid. I mean, simplicity in a lot of ways. Don't have to spend 8 to 9, and if you include driving 10 hours a day at a place just to make sure I have enough money to, like, survive. So that was already nice. We get a damage upgrade here. We get 9 lives here, which is good, so I'll go ahead and take that. We can, maybe become Guppy. You already didn't have to worry about, having to give away, 5 days a week, give away, almost 50% of your day just to make sure that you don't die. You know what? This could be good. So let's go ahead and take Continuum. If we get any splashes, I guess the splashes can now go through the wall. Does Continuum always put holes in the back of your head? And I've never noticed. We still have an item room to find, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to take it. I have Pyromaniac, so I did not take damage. Perfect. Yeah, you didn't have to worry about that, and that's it's just a nice thing. I kind of wish I didn't have to worry about it anymore, but also, YouTube ad revenue's not exactly paying the bills. Maybe I should... I don't really know what I was gonna say, but I could probably do something to be a little bit more viral. I don't know. Honestly, if believe me, I say that like it's like that. He's like, oh, you just gotta do this to go. Believe me, if I knew the way or had any inkling, any idea of the way that I would go about doing it, I would have done it by now. And I probably wouldn't be playing this. I'd be doing like, oh my god, crazy vlog. I got the neighbors called on me. Watch me set a chair on fire. All right, because I could afford that. Now, oh, I pressed spacebar accidentally. Now if I try to do that, I'd be like, dude, my chair. What am I going to sit on now? I guess the floor, because I only own one chair. We should probably go for the second, excuse me. We should probably go for a second guppy item from those red chests. Like, probably. That would be my suggestion. But I'll consider it. I'd like to go ahead and step on this. Yeah, the tears from the puddles are turning into Continuum tears. Unfortunately, I highly doubt they will ever travel far enough to actually gain the benefits of Continuum. But, at the very least, they look a little different. And that is the start of something new. What do we have in here? We have Host Hat. I mean, we already have immunity to explosions. Oh, I was hoping to get a battery charge. I could go back and reroll stuff, but I don't think I'm going to. So we'll go ahead and take Host Hat, which will block bullets for us every now and again. And we'll go for a second guppy item. We don't make it happen. Telepills, please. We get a Tears upgrade, so you know what? This room was worth it. Bad Trip is not so great, but I still think probably worth it. Let's get some... I think the higher our Tear stat gets, the more I'll appreciate this item, just because our puddle creation will hopefully go through the roof. And also, we now could have re-rolled that, so that's alright. I'm bad. This could also be an item that, like, there's a tipping point, if you will. There's, like, an equilibrium point. And before that equilibrium point, it's, like, not that noticeable a gain, not crazy transformative. But after you hit a certain point, whether that's in terms of tears or range or synergy, that this thing just, like, pops off and goes nuts. It's completely possible that it's one of those, and we just haven't reached said equilibrium point yet. I mean, if you were, like, let's say you're, like, an ant or a small creature. Let's go with, you ever see Night at the Museum 2? Those, like, tiny dudes? Tiny Owen Wilson? Let's say you're one of those guys. The little toy soldiers or the toy cowboys, whatever they were. And you're on a seesaw. You're at one end of said seesaw, and I don't know why you have to go across the seesaw. I don't know why you can't just go around it where it's flat ground. Let's say, like, life or death depends on it. You gotta cross the seesaw. Of course, we do not make anything cool happen here, so that's fun. As you're going up that seesaw in the beginning, seesaws aren't that steep, but let's say it's a pretty dang steep seesaw. The focal point, the fulcrum in the middle is pretty steep up there. And so you're climbing at like 45 degrees and you're like, oh, Bessie, this is hell on my knees, boss. And as you're climbing up it, you're like, I don't know that I can possibly make it to the top. However, suddenly you hit the middle point and the thing begins to level out. And there's no way that tiny Owen Wilson would actually be heavy enough to tip one of those bad boys at the middle point. But we're going to pretend he is. You hit that middle point and it goes flat. And you go, this is easy. And then as you continue further, Owen Wilson walks on further, and he goes, wow, wow. Owen Wilson continues to say wow as he walks further and further, as the angle of attack decreases more and more, and then it becomes a breeze. At one point, he's going down at 45-degree angle, and it's going too fast that he ends up falling and hurting himself. So in the end, you shouldn't have complained, because now you're hurt. Okay, I just took damage. What just happened? I literally have no idea what that was about. I don't know if that was even Owen Wilson in that movie. It could very well be, though. He's in several movies that I have seen. And that is the mark of a professional. We're looking for item room. We're looking for shop and, you know, realize that we really don't want to take damage here because we will lose a deal with the devil. So, like, let's try to get a spirit heart from here. Go ahead and purchase this. We'll go ahead and take double charge because it could be good. And we'll go ahead and take a second battery charge as well. Let's pop the world card so we can see where we're going. I should have done that like a while ago, but I didn't. So, oh well. Come in here. We get little girds. I don't want that. I don't want that. That's a tiers upgrade. So, you know, we're at 6 now. Maybe we're getting closer and closer to that equilibrium point that I've been talking about. And maybe we'll see. We just missed boss rush, which is... I mean, part of it was, you know, I did take a little bit of time to do some rerolls and stuff, but part of it, I think, is a testament to this item, you know, hasn't blown the doors off yet. We still got a chance, though. We still got a couple more floors, although I would say the chances are much less because we have basically only deals with the devil from here on out that can make it really, like, a noticeable difference in whatever we're trying to do. So hopefully, though, we can land some brimstone or some, I don't know, something awesome from the deals with the devil that work well with this item and we can see it in its true glory. But until then, we're pretty much stuck with a normal run. And I forgot we had Midas Touch, and I should have been running into you a long time ago. We'll take the HP upgrade, no deal with the devil, of course. We may also just lose the run because I suck. We'll see, though. If we can make it to the chest, though, that's going to be our best and last chance to see what kind of stuff we can do. And you know what? We have rerolls, so these have a chance to contain items in them, like Rune Bag. I would prefer at least a second item. Okay, well, you know, ask and you shall not receive, but I would like at least a second item. Well, I would have liked at least a second item just to make it happen. But you can kind of see with a 6 tier stat, we're definitely, there's more puddles in this room. And now when this boss over here spawns, all right, there were several. And I think that did a pretty good job. Or maybe it was the Midas touch of us touching him. Just the Midas touch. I mean, maybe. It seems like it's getting a little better. This is a boss that should definitely get destroyed by it. If any boss is going to get killed by this, this was the boss. You know what? Booger tears, I think, are... I mean, I like them, but I don't know if the splash is... Can you splash a booger? Can't say I've ever tried, but if there's one time to find out, it's the present. No time like the present. What's the saying? If there's a best time to do something, it's to... yesterday, but if you can't yesterday, then do it today. I think that's exactly how that saying goes. It's actually not a saying at all. But I don't think we have any risk of losing this run. I think we are probably powerful enough. All right, as I die, I think we are probably powerful enough to win. As long as we just take it a little more easy here. Take it a little easy. Watch out for this little worm coming for you. He's fine. Like, there's a lot of things we can splash on the screen. I just can't really get in there and do much with it, unfortunately, because I will die. You know, at least even if this run, you know, let's say we get to the chest and we get the worst chest of all time, it's just garbage item after garbage item. That's going to be okay, because we're still going to have an opportunity after this run. We do have a tinted rock there, which is good for business. We're still going to have an opportunity after this run. I saw a spirit heart, thank you. I saw the spirit, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the... I didn't actually see a spirit because I would be on TV. Please get me out of this room. All right, spirit heart gone. So that's what happens when you try to pretend like you've seen a specter. Not the James Bond movie, but the like a phantom. Anyway, we should be fine. Did that booger tier, was it coming for us? Because it should stop right about now. I'm going to need you to pay attention. Okay, so they definitely interact with bombs when you place them, which is semi-obnoxious. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and pop this. I should have popped the Chariot card because it's the worst of the 2 invincibility runes, but blank rune. We get Ansu's for free. We also get another one, DJ Khaled style, and we also get that, which is good. Porcano, which we'll go ahead and pop. Yer is what we're looking for. Awaz could be decent. It's not. Let's go ahead and take Ansu's just to make the next floor a little bit faster, I suppose. Yara would have been nice, again, increasing that chance that we get something good on the chest. Something that synergizes, something that makes us see why this item, it's number 4 on the top rated overall, most downloaded, or whatever it's called, mods. I'm not saying it isn't deserving of that spot. And we get wooden spoon. I'm still just kind of waiting to see why, if that makes sense. Again, not saying it's not deserving. I just haven't seen why it is deserving yet. There's a difference there. It's like a rectangle is not a square, but a square is a rectangle situation. It's not undeserving of the spot, but okay. Sometimes also when you go and you try to step on the tiers, you accidentally step on creep, and that's obnoxious. I guess we just make a beeline for the boss fight. Makes the most sense. Do not step on the creep. Probably just make a beeline for the boss fight because it's gonna give us get us off this floor as quickly as possible. Like all I got right now is my eyes are set on the chest. I mean, I've never seen NASCAR. Okay, I've lost my 100% deal with the devil chance. So cool, awesome, great. Makes me pretty happy. I've never watched NASCAR, but I also don't know how many laps there are in NASCAR. But I'm gonna go ahead and assume that the Indy 500 has 500 laps. They could have also just picked the number because they enjoyed it. I almost died just now. Also, I totally realized I can heal myself with bombs. Reroll this, we get blank card. Reroll this, we get dry bait. Unfortunate. Maybe we can snag the 36% deal with the double chance. That's going to require we take no damage on the boss fight. So, not impossible, but improbable. We'll give it a go. Hopefully, or no, back to the Indy 500. I don't know if that's why they name it that, but if there's 500 laps, I can't help but feel like, you know, the first 52 laps, you're probably in it, like, you're probably, like, interested still. Unless you're like, you know, I'm talking about the drivers. As the drivers, first 52 laps, you're probably like, yeah, you know, this is intense, this is good. And then probably around, I mean, I don't know why, but 53, it's the perfect temperature, and it's also probably the lap number at which things change. You probably kind of glaze over. And at that point, for 53, in your mind, all you're thinking is 500. When's the finish line, though? I'm tired of seeing the yellow flag. Where's the white checkered flag? It's not white checkered, it's white and black. But also, it's not... What's the flag when you're just like... When it's not the finish line, it's just, hey, by the way, here you are. Is it yellow? Or is yellow the... Yo, there's an accident and somebody is definitely dead. Is that the yellow flag? I can't remember. I'm taking damage. My hope is, like, my only hope is that we can get through this floor. Because it doesn't look great. 2 HP to get through the whole floor. Now, we are going to be able to heal ourselves on the fly. Okay. We are going to be able to heal ourselves like that. It's just the timing of actually trying to get... the timing and the process of actually getting a bomb off and standing in its range to heal while being shot at. That's kind of difficult. It's easier when you've got like 3 HP to deal with, when literally 1 hit will kill you. I don't know why I placed a bomb there. I'm just like wasting HP essentially by doing that. So not smart. Big ol' no. Big ol' no, sir. But, you know, I would like to think that we've gotten through more difficult. Now, this is not a waste of a bomb if it ends up leading the right direction, which it so far hasn't led to the wrong direction. So, if this ends up leading the right way, all right, then. But it did lead to this room, which could end up giving us spirit hearts, which could end up saving this boy's life. Which, yes, it gives us 1, and it gives us not 2, but that's okay. 1 may be all we need. It could be. Let's go ahead and place that there. I clicked spacebar again because I literally suck. And then did Host Hat just block a shot for us? I think it may have. And I gotta get him like a Christmas card or something. Also, wrong way again. Okay, that's okay. We know the right way this time. We gotta come this way. Oh, God. Get me out of here. Still holding on to the spirit heart. Still trying to just survive. Just survive somehow. JSS Walking Dead. Oh, God. And there goes the ball game. And there goes the second ball game of the doubleheader. Perfect. Go ahead and place this. I would like that to not go that far. I would instead like it to stay right here. I would... Please, thank you. Let's continue. I gotta stop. I gotta keep my finger off the spacebar because I keep losing my charge like a dangus. Okay, let's go ahead and try our boss fight here. We have 2 bombs, so 2 chances to kill Isaac. It'd be cool if we had shielded tiers and the boogers could block shots. I honestly don't think we're gonna have a very good chance to get in there and step on our puddles. And again, he's kind of one of those. He's a very stationary boss, so the puddles are definitely just. Not too much, but there we go. We got a little bit in there. Still not quite what I'm hoping for, if I'm going to be honest. I'm out of HP, so we are on our own at this point because our tiers pushed away the bombs. Oh, God. So if anything, I could have healed myself there, but the puddle, I think, actually ended up hurting us. That's okay, though, because once you reach this phase, and as long as you have enough damage that you can get through the phase without him coming after you, there's, at least for someone who's done this, you know, a time or 2 in their day, there's almost no chance you die here. So yes, we do make it to the chest where we're gonna get 4 items, and please, 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 we are hoping for something that makes my inner darkness turn to light. No, no, no. My reflection could be interesting. We should also take the all stats because it's just good, and we should reroll the rest. Those are not good enough. Okay, let's see. We have a 5 tier stat, so I just want to see, do these boys my reflection now? It seems like they my reflection. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, here we go. There's some synergies now. I mean, sort of. I'm kind of seeing synergies. Just get in here, and then you can load the screen, I feel like. At this point, you load the screen. Okay, if I can carry this cloud of death with me, that's great. Pencil, no, no. No, not good enough. I'm looking for a little more. Boosh. The more puddles I can step on, the more... Yes, okay, now I am become literally... Remember that seesaw? Remember Owen Wilson on the seesaw? You know what he's saying right now? Wow. Wow. Wow, look at... Wow. Wow. Like, literally, this is pretty dope. Like, this is what I was looking for. Now I see it. Top 4 of every mod ever? That's an honor. Do I know if it's becoming or deserving of said honor? It's hard to say, I'll be honest. I mean, that's literally like putting it up against like arena mode and all these like great character mods, and like for just an item, I mean it is like the inside of like a strand of DNA, and like it at least looks like, you know, Jurassic Park, the little DNA character, some Dino DNA. It's kind of like we're carrying that around, and that is awesome. Okay, let's not die though. Let's not die though. We still got game to win. All right. Well, I really hate that they push all my stuff out of the way because it makes it harder to heal, especially when all these guys like literally just are born to heal me. That's all they want to do in life is just give me HP. All right, let's get it going. Let's get the train going. Okay, yes. And then, okay, so when one of these tiers hit it, when these tiers from the puddle hit the enemies, do those then also create more puddles? Because if so, then I think equilibrium point is the perfect way to describe it. You hit a point where you're producing more puddles than you can control, basically, and that is how you win. Okay, they do. All of these tiers make more puddles. We have hit equilibrium. Parasite. I think we're about to get mental. It's starting to look lovely, isn't it? I think we've hit it. I think this will probably be it. We are going to die, though. No, we will not. I refuse. I refuse death. Death is not in my vocabulary, but we finished the room. I think we finished the room nonetheless. All right, that's cool. I'll go ahead and redo it. I wanted to anyway, so you just gave me an early birthday present. All right, I've deceased once again. Parasite is awesome. Let's try a different room, though, because, you know, just because. Let's go ahead and do one of these. Yeah, let's get some tiers going. Let's get some of these going, and I think there is nothing I can do wrong. Yes. Look at it. Look, would you just look at it? Let's take the Spirit Heart. Should be able to get through the cage room this time. Hopefully. We got 2 rerolls, so obviously I should go back to our good old room. Oh, God. I would like you guys to, yeah, move a little bit just so that I can hit the puddles. And once I can start hitting these puddles, then we can start going crazy. That's what... Now we're going to put on the crazy pants. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Equilibrium point has been reached. This is awesome. This is cool. This is free. Okay, this is freaking dope as heck. Again, I'm really hoping this is not an item that was already added in a booster pack, because if it was, then everything I'm saying is for naught. Also, why am I here? I don't want to be here yet, so just go ahead and kill me. I would like to go back and re-roll. Also, hopefully we can win. We should be able to. Let's go back and re-roll our two. There's another Spirit Heart in here? But where? There it is. Let's go ahead and re-roll our 2 items from the start here. Just to see if we can make it even more nuts. Get some bone tears going on in this boy. No, and also no. And I think that's probably going to be it in terms of re-rolls. So we'll go ahead and just take this. Get one more Spirit Heart, and then we'll just go ahead and finish this one off, and then I'll do a quick, I mean, this video already is taking quite a while, but I'll do a quick little 5 minutes of testing out this item with other synergies as well, just to see the lengths, if you will, the craziness that you can actually take this. Now, in a room like this where we're not making many puddles, Host Hat is coming in clutch. In a room like this where we're not making that many puddles, please do not... he's dead. That's okay. In a room where you're like not making that many puddles, not that great. However, I'm glad we got the item to work for us on a regular run. Now, let's go ahead and quickly go into a new run, normal mode, and let's just try a couple of synergies out. Let's just do, all right. Let's just do a little give item rain boots. All right, r/rain boots, my favorite subreddit. And then we'll do, I never know if you have to like leave here and then go back in. Let's try what I was interested in, brimstone, and see how this works. So when you hit enemies, are puddles created? That is question number 1. Okay, we'll try this because it could be cool. When you hit enemies, blood puddles? Okay, well, it's not brimstone lasers, which is kind of sad. I was hoping we'd have some brimstone lasers. Like, at least they still make the puddles, so that's good. The brimstone lasers would have been absolutely broken, let's be honest. But I imagine you create puddles pretty quickly with this. Again, unless the enemies are stationary. So let's try a little, try give item technology. Just to see. Mostly because it gives us a cool brimstone effect, and I like that. I'm a big old boy fan of that, but I would also like to stay on the puddle and see if we get any technology laser beams. No laser beams either. Okay, I also want to do a little give item, what's that item called? Spoon bender. Let's try a little spoon bender and try and see if, oops, forgot to reroll caffeine pill. Doesn't matter. I'm on a caffeine pill right now. What is that little thing in the bottom right corner? Do you see that? What? It's not on your thing, it's on my thing. I don't know what that is. There's a little symbol down there. Let's try, when these happen, do these now home? They parasite, that's for sure. We'll have to try on a boss fight to see if they home. Reroll that. Try again. Nothing doing here. There we go. Here's a boss fight. I just want to see if it homes. So far, not looking great. Not looking like it homes at all, but also it wasn't that close to an enemy, so... Let's try on a boss fight, a Larry Jr. Oh, don't kill him. Okay, this is going to be a good opportunity. Wait for him to get a little closer to you. A little bit higher. Nice, do this. It does look like it's homing on him a bit, so I think it was, in fact, working, so that's good. So now we'll just go ahead and die. All right, that's good. Luckily, he picked up 9 lives right before we did. Okay, let's hold R and restart. Let's try, one thing I'm interested in is, how about a little Ipecac? You give me a little Ipecac, do we create Ipecac puddles? No. No Ipecac puddles were created in the making of this video. Alright, that hurt. And it's kind of a shame that Ipecac puddles are not created. Because I think that would be crazy weird. But that's okay, you know, not everything's gonna work. What are some other items that we think I didn't add rain boots. Let's try rain boots with Ipecac this time and see if it works. I see a puddle. Oh, you freaking know you get Ipecac. Okay, so I'm a moron, and it does in fact work. I was gonna be real disappointed. I'm like, I feel like Ipecac is a... Oh, okay. I feel like Ipecac is a pretty basic. And then, of course, you gotta, like, take this to its logical conclusion, which would be give item Parasite. You gotta give item Compound Fracture. You gotta give item... what else creates splits? You gotta give item Cricket's Body. Cricket's Body. And then probably also want Pyromaniac, just to make sure we don't die. Now let's try this bad boy out. Alright, so the problem is we're just going to kill everything as soon as we touch it. But, hold on. Okay, so kill one enemy. Just one. I just want to kill just the one enemy. And then if we step on this, it should be like... Yeah, like the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Hopefully it sounds cool, because again, sound is broken for me. So hopefully you can hear the sound. And hopefully it sounds cool for you. There we go. I'd like to create a puddle. Okay, so this should just, like, end the Haunt's life, I think, probably. All right, mostly a failure. That's okay, though. Mostly failure. All right, well, that killed him instantly. Okay, that sucks. Let's think. Let's, like, give item Rain Boots. What are some other synergies? If I was a tier effect, if I was a puddle, what would I be interested? We tried technology. Unfortunately, that did not work. We tried Brimstone. That did not work. I'm trying to think of cool... let's try Godhead to see if the tiers that are produced by the puddle are Godhead tiers. They are, so that would be insanely strong. Like, that would be ridiculous. I'm kind of interested also in... I don't want an Ive item. I would like to give an item Tiny Planet and just see what we're rocking with here. Okay, the range is much too small. Let's do a test here now that we can kind of see it. And let's do, give me like a massive range upgrade. Like Mom's Heels. Give item Mom's Underwear. Give item Synth Oil. There we go. There's a plus 15 to our range. It does, in fact, work. It seemed like, at least on average, those were further. Deadeye seems like it'd be crazy good, or actually maybe bad. I don't know why that... What? Oh, I forgot it homes. That's so cool. Now, I definitely wish that the tiers lasted a little bit longer with it. When you step on this with Tiny Planet, they kind of just try to hit the ground as fast as they can, so that kind of sucks, and you cannot catch me on the Muffin Man. That was an awesome bomb, by the way. I think that's about it. We'll try... I'm trying to think of anything else. I was using Rain Boots there, right? Give item Rain Boots. Final thing, if I can think of anything else... What about, like, a Dr. Fetus? You gotta try everything with Dr. Fetus just to see... Now, I don't really know how this would work, or why it would work, or, like, what it would do, but the hope is that, you know, one of these creates a puddle. I see no puddles being created from this. So, unfortunately, no bombs are going to be created in this. No bombs were harmed in the making of this commercial. But, yeah. So, that does not work, unfortunately. However, we found a lot of cool synergies that did. And, actually, our main run that we did ended up being awesome. Basically, get a ton of range and get some way to keep a lot of tiers on the screen. And that item can be broken. But, yeah. Well, thanks for watching the first Let's demo in a while, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope to be doing more of these in the future because there are so many mods out there for me to test now. So that's good. But yeah, if you guys have a suggestion for mods you'd like to see played, if you have a mod of your own, you're a creator out in the community and you want me to test it, you want me to rip it a new one, then I will. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen on PlaycrastiNation today. And if you guys guessed the sound... Wait. What's that sound, guys? What's that sound? You'll never know. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you subscribe to become a citizen on PlaycrastiNation today. And if you know anyone that you think would be a great Playcrastinator, go ahead and send them on by because we'd love to have them. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.